Okay, guys, here we are, Banff Springs, hole 14, par 4. Now, this is going to be a very pin specific. Well, no, this is the wrong one. I was thinking about the other Banff. So there's another one, which is even a tougher par 4. This one's pretty easy. I usually actually favor the right side, kind of shorten the hole up a little bit. You can see I'm basically aiming at the hole. But you can see that there's a lot of fairway there to the left. So you will see, a lot of shots going out to the left, but what I try to do is I try to shorten the hole, especially into a headwind. So if we go right at the pin, I'm going to maybe make it to where we can still get to short iron range, stuff like that, especially with a tailwind here. So here you can see we're right at the top of Spectra. And because of the tailwind, I am going to collapse this ball guide down a bit because I know it's going to expand out. So here's 5 bars. Even thinking I can go beyond that, maybe even into 6. So you can see with what I'm doing, up here towards max club on this, I'll typically play this pretty close to about 1.2-ish per ring. So I'll almost go 6 here. I'm just going to pull down right to the rough line there, is right around 5. We're going to go a little bit into the rough, another ring's worth almost. So that's right around 6 rings. You see it's coming in. I may have just wanted to be a little bit more shallow with my wind. See, my distance control was good. So I pulled kind of the right amount of rings, but I almost needed to just rotate the arrow just a little bit more. So that way I was pulling more left and also the same distance down. So if I just kind of rotated my screen just a little bit better and pulled my rings at a little more of an angle, it would have came in right at the pin. So that's more or less, when I get that distance control down, that's the type of tweaks that I want to make to be able to fine tune that to hold it out. So there you can see, able to easily get through that one though. And here's the other, so this is the other one that's split between 2 shots. So there's a Spectra shot, which we're about to play, but there's also a Bigfoot. And a lot of guys that I see don't use Spectra. Sorry about that. A lot of guys here don't even use the Spectra. They try to master the short hit. I'm not much of a mastering the short hit type of guy. So I'll typically go maybe 2.5 backspin on this wind. And we're going to play some slope here. So you can see that I'm just kind of pointing it out to the left. And 1.4 on my Spectra. So at 1.4 per ring, we got to go a little bit over 3, right around 3.5. So we're going to go right around 3.5 on this one. Of course, getting our ultimate. So that's really the only thing we need to do is get the ultimates. Because my distance control, you're going to see it's spot on. So you can see that I just kind of have these mastered. But if you're not hitting your ultimate shots every time, that's the only way you're going to. As you can see, I had plenty of room to get in there and get that one. All I needed was the perfect, and I was going to be in, a foot, 2 feet. Like I was going to be inside a yard every time. And keep in mind, if I have more of a side wind and I'm playing that same shot, I might only use half a bar to a bar of backspin, but it needs to crank up as that wind intensifies. So let's just say that was into the 5s on that wind. I might use 3 full bars. So I really need to kind of just be able to scale between 1 to 3 bars. And all I really need to do is hit those ultimate shots. So really, the only time that I'm really going to lose, especially, if I'm not playing live guys, I'm going to be able to get this inside a yard every time on a lot of these wins. So just using my techniques and kind of listening to what I'm saying, it's going to be your secret to success to get through a lot of these and easily kind of pound through this tour. I find this to be, one of the easier tours. I really, really enjoy this tour. But with that being said, you really do have to have the spins mastered. And once you have that, but what I like about this tour is with this Spectra Bigfoot combo that I have all winds covered. So I really don't have to worry about, I don't care what shows up on the shootout. I have a shot for it, no matter what wind it is or anything, without the power balls. And that's one of the main reasons that I love this tour so much. So keep all that in mind. Good luck, and I'll see you guys on the next one.